guys, what's going on? So I asked in the last war video that I posted if you guys wanted to see any other wars from the season, and a few people said they wanted to see the 4 Loki war, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and go through this one. This one was a really short one for me. We did end up boss rushing, and I was not part of the boss rushing group, so I took my fights after the global went down. But either way, I'm gonna bring in Omega Red Sabretooth and my rank 4 CGR for one fight. And yeah, let's go ahead and join. Should have sped this up a little bit, but the video's already super short, so won't take up too much of your guys' time. So I'm gonna be starting off on path 7 in section 1. There's an Attuma here. If you are placing an Attuma, this is where you want to put him. I don't really know exactly how to explain it, but basically he inverts ability accuracy reduction, and Apocalypse and Omega Red, they prevent purification by reducing the ability for the person to shrug. So you can't parry him here. If I tried to parry him, he would shrug it immediately and it would trigger the node. So I'm just going to stay close to him. His special one is really, really easy to get out of the way of. And you're going to see here in a second. He's just going to go down. So very straightforward fight. But I was a little bit nervous about that. And that's Vega's Attuma. So, okay, moving up here. This is going to be a Rintra. I've rewatched some of these fights, like as I was editing this video, and this fight didn't go particularly well. I think I was just nervous. You know, I get nervous every time we face 4 Loki. They're having an amazing season. You know, I'm friends with, you know, I think most everyone there, like, you know, especially the people that I played with while I was in 4 Loki. I was in 4 Loki for a really long time. And, you know, I don't want to die against them. I don't want them to, like, you know, like it's a like friendly, fun, like competition whenever we match them. There's no ill will on my end, obviously, at all. I don't think there's any ill will on their end either. And, you know, we do need redemption this time because last time that we matched them, last season, we lost by 1 death, but that 1 death for us was a disconnect. So, you know, and we're having a really bad season this season. So we did want to show that, you know, we could beat them. But, okay, so this Immortal Abomination on path 9 in section 2. Very straightforward fight. This is just hazard shift. So, you know, this fight is not a big deal at all. It has shock and bleed. I don't really care if I get shocks on me. Doesn't matter. Any damage that I take, I'm just going to heal back whenever I get a bleed on myself. And I can punish his special one with a heavy to lock in my degen. But you can see he just doesn't really want to throw his special. That's fine. You know, he's going down pretty quickly here. So there we go. Gonna go ahead and retaliate his special one with a heavy attack. Now I have a bleed on me, and now he's just going to drop. So again, very straightforward fight. This next fight here, this is just going to be a Peni Parker. Game wanted me to use CGR, but I'm going to use Omega Red. I'm super comfortable with this matchup, and this whole lane just benefits Omega so much. So at the beginning here, I'm just going to back up. I didn't really understand why she was here, because against Peni, you do want to hit her block. And on this node, you want to hit block. So ideally, you're putting a defender here for one of 2 reasons. It's either to, like, you know, stop Kingpin, so you want to put like a Havoc here, or like a Toad or something. Or you're wanting to put someone here whose block you don't want to hit. Like I've seen Mole Man here. But Peni, you know, her kit encourages you to play this node the way it's meant to be played. So Last Omega fight, not a big deal, fight's over. Very straightforward. And then for my last fight here, I'm going to be using my CGR. I honestly don't know if I ever really use him in war. It just kind of depends, but I'm going to use him today. So I have guidance on this guy, and you know, he could be taken with the global up. He's much more dangerous with the global up, so if you don't have to fight certain defenders with the global up, you know, just go around. So that's what we did here. So I don't think that he would work. I don't think CGR could get a full rotation off if the global was still up, but we've got Cosmic Boosts on. We're going to throw our special 2. That's going to Fate Seal him, Power Lock him, and push us to our special 3. And obviously now the fight's over. So, fine war for me, small war for me. You know, every war this season has been, you know, I feel like I'm either taking a lot of fights or very few. This was one of the ones that, you know, I did it in the middle, medium number of fights, I guess, average number of fights. And you can see everyone was super engaged with finishing strong here. Up until this point, I think our best clear of the season had been like 9 deaths. We just got off to such a rocky start. And I don't remember the score here, but I'll show it in just a second. Just gonna poke everyone, let them know that, you know, I soloed my fights. But anyway, so we've been having a really rocky season. 4Loki had been having an amazing season, and this war was so close the entire time. And okay, so you can see we won 7-10. And when I went to bed the night before, we had just gotten our 7th death. We had been tied 6-6 with them. And then we died a 7th time. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like we just lost this war. So I went to bed, you know, kind of bummed out, thinking we had lost. And the next day there was just one placement in one of the battle groups that gave them a little bit of trouble. And I'm not going to say what that is, obviously, because I don't want, you know, I don't want to hurt them for the remainder of the season. But there was one placement that kind of caused a little bit of a domino effect and took them from 6 deaths to our 7 to 10 deaths. But it was very close, very fun war. I love matching them. I think it's just super fun. I think both alliances, when we match, we try to bring our best. And so I just really like wars like that. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.